Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today, my dudes? Ooh, another day, another dollar, another Mythic Plus push, I think, is the game plan for today. I'm not too sure how long I'll be on today. I've got plans in the evening, and then I won't be out. Well, no, that's not the right word. I won't be here tomorrow. But yesterday I said that I'd do the talent video. That'll be out tomorrow midday for anyone that's interested in that. Just going over all the talents, right? New talent builds. Nothing too crazy, right? It's basically just a few changes here and there, but going through and explaining it. Um, yeah, I think we're gonna do a bit of Mythic Plus pushing. Might go on my DK. Haven't quite decided yet. I'll definitely start on the Windwalker. Then I might do some on my DK. So I was doing I did some DK keys last night, and it's just fun. Because they also changed how DK works, right? They've basically made it a putrefy bot, which putrefies like big AoE damage. But you're able to like essentially get its cooldown super short through death and decay. I don't mind it too much. I think people didn't like the idea of death and decay, but playing it just feels like really fast paced now. Where previously it just felt like you were spamming graveyards, graveyards, and scourge strikes, and that was essentially the entire rotation, right? Whereas
Mariosa
now
is now following.
it feels like there's a lot going on. It's a bit more fast paced. So I might do that. No surprise that my DK has a higher score than my Windwalker. So what did we do yesterday? We got 12s across the board, so that's good. Gotta start somewhere, I guess. But I think the biggest problem I was finding was that I was struggling to get invited to key levels that were like even like two higher than what my baseline is. So like my baseline now is 12. Like applying for a 14 is relatively difficult. Um, I'll still I think I'm gonna try to go for 13s and 14s and see what like sticks. Ideally we get some 14s because it'd be a lot more. Yeah, just speed things up rather than doing all 13s, then all 14s, then all 15s. Shit, I'll go to 16 now. If someone takes me to it, but yeah, let's see. Let's give it a go. We'll go. Our range is gonna be 13, 14. All the dungeons. Party Fit, Bloodlust, and Not Declined. We'll see. We'll see if anyone bites. Um. Hmm. What transmog is this? This is the anniversary. I want to say 20-year anniversary. Transmog. So it was not last year, but the year before. Was the 20th anniversary, and they released like skins for every single class. A lot of them were they were like redone skins of like certain tier sets that people like really liked. So like there was like the Rogue one back in Classic that people really liked, and then redid it. Monk didn't have one because it wasn't around then, so they basically made one from scratch. So I pretty much ran it for everything because I think it was really well designed. Don't know if you can get it anymore. Pretty sure you can't, and I don't think they've brought it back since. They might bring like potentially might bring it back on anniversaries, but I'm not sure if you can get this. You might be able to get it. But it was like this big sort of like event. What do I think Monk needs to become tier S? Looking at its whole kit, it seems like it's something good for M+. Um, it needs to... I don't know, I think it needs... It depends, like, you can be S in the raid, but then you can be like D and M+, right, for different reasons. Usually, when it comes to the raid, to be S in a raid, you just need to do the highest damage. There's obviously a little bit more to it than that, but high damage tends to be like the best thing for the raid situation. It's why Windwalkers were S and Undermine, because they just did great damage and they had great damage profile for it. Survivability is a big talking point at the moment. out of almost all of the specs in the game, Windwalker has one of the worst survivabilities of any of them. It's like basically Windwalker and Mage basically have two of the worst like survival rates on high-end bosses, just bosses in general. I think that needs to be addressed more than anything, because that also highly impacts M+. Whereas in Raid, you have a bit more leeway with being less survivable, because damage is quite scripted when it comes in, so you can actually pre-plan things like defensives and externals. In M+, there's just constant damage all the time, spell casts, you can't really script like externals and defensives and stuff like that, it's all on the fly. So they suffer a lot. So I think maybe survivability would be probably the biggest thing that needs to be addressed. Like in terms of like damage and stuff, it's okay. Right now we're very heavy burst AoE, and our boss damage is pretty bad. So we maybe need like that balancing out a bit. Like it was a bit more balanced, but before the changes, but it still wasn't like good. It's not like it was balanced and Windwalker was strong. It was balanced and Windwalker was mid. Now it's unbalanced and Windwalker is still mid. But it looks like we're good. Does that kind of make sense? So it's a bunch of things, but then it also comes down to like things like utility, right? Like a lot of specs are brought to dungeons because they can do specific things. Like a DK is the perfect example for this. But forget that it's super survivable and has good damage. They have death grips. Death grips are like irreplaceable. It's such good utility. Pulling in an ad on a 15-second cooldown, like what more could you want? On top of that, it has a defensive that can allow it to basically immune magic damage and negate mechanics. We don't really have things like that. Like our best utilities are usually like Ring of Peace and Paralysis. Paralysis is just whatever. I guess we have Soothes. They did give us Soothes through Paralysis, and we can detox poisons and stuff, but it's like... is that really that good? I think we're just missing like something significant for like that sort of content. We don't have a lust, so that's like an issue. Like we have our 5% increased physical damage, sure, but we don't have a battle res, we don't have a lust. So these are like sort of issues. That make it like not as appealing to invite. Because then going back to DK again, right? They have a battle res. You know, you always want a lust in your group for M+. You always want CRs in your group. If you don't have either of those, you're already like really at a disadvantage. So you kind of like need damage to be carrying you, and survivability to an extent. And if we don't have like the highest damage or the highest survivability, then
is now following.
Like our 5% physical damage increase, that's not good enough. So it's kind of like one of those things that's like probably really hard to ever like actually change. I missed diffuse magic. The fact that they took away diffuse magic's a crime. It is. I think it's like one of the main reasons that people are realizing that Windwalker's super squishy. Because in terms of like natural defense, like natural survivability and stuff, nothing's actually changed that much. You know what I mean? Like it's not like it's not like most of our, like if anything, like we've actually had buffs to our avoidance. We have buff to our damage taken, like reduced damage taken. All we really lost was diffuse magic, but like just that loss like made it like so clear how squishy Windwalker actually is.
Sphere is now following.
I really need to install Method dungeon tools again. I basically had to reinstall my WoW before the expansion came out. And as a result, I lost like all of my add-ons and stuff, and there's a bunch of them I didn't reinstall. And Method Dungeon Tools is one that I keep meaning to reinstall because tanks post their routes, and I have no idea what their plan is. I could do it right now, but nah, I'll do it later. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. I imagine it's the usual pool for this dungeon. Oh, the usual pool for this dungeon is like this big pack in the middle here, and then you go left, and then you go right. So it's a pretty linear dungeon. There's not much like variety you can do to it. I'm not a massive fan of it. I learned some tech for it yesterday though. I learned that you can Tiger's Lust yourself when you get the big purple circle on, and that removes it. That's pretty big. And they say Windwalker sucks. Hey, during Zenith, when should I use Stomp ASAP, or does it fall further behind the prior pass Blackout Kick? Generally you want to use it as like your Blackout Kick replacement, like when, or should I say, whenever you were going to Blackout Kick, that's like the best, like optimal time to use it. But in raid and stuff, if you need to do like massive AoE burst damage on like ad sets and stuff, generally what people are doing is they'll just straight up Zenith Stomp, then Fist of Fury. You replacing it for like having it as a Blackout Kick replacement is generally okay. Like that's the optimal way to do it. So that's what I did on that pull right there, right? I was basically just using it as my replacement for Blackout Kick, and you can fit both stomps in like really easily. I got good RNG as well on oh, I've already used my Tiger's Lust. GG. I played myself. Yeah, that's my own fault. In a dungeon where Tiger's Lust is actually useful, should not just use it for mobility. Oh god, battery. This battery needs to like die. Yep, first key of the day. I feel very, what's the word? I feel very, rusty. I have my puzzle box ready. I was considering sending it on this, but it's just a 3-pack. I think it just makes more sense to wait for the next pack. So it's not like I'm overcapping Zenith or anything. Plus, it means it gives me a bit more time to generate more Tiger Breeze stacks. Try to get the interrupt on this. If he's gonna cast, you gonna cast, bro? No? Okay. There we go. He finally cast after like 20 seconds. think this is I think this side is definitely harder out of the two. It's the most awkward to do with like all the mana bombs and stuff. I much prefer the right side. Like once you've done the left side,
6 is now following.
this dungeon's actually quite relaxing. Oh, I've already Tiger's Lust myself. I'm so stupid. I'm so used to just using Tiger's Lust as a way to get, like, in between mob packs faster. Oh god, there are bombs. But I'm just gonna triple stomp here, just try to get them down ASAP. I think that was a fine use of the triple stomp rather than playing it optimally. So like the Zenith Stomp itself does like do massive damage. So sometimes if you do need that like burst damage like just on like cool like straight away, you can just triple stomp and you won't be punished for it. Do I play PvP as well? No. Like I've tried PvP in the past, I'm so bad at it. I know, I'm awful at PvP. Oh, it's kind of an awkward one. Oh my god, and I'm trapped. Ain't no way. I've done this to myself. I've done this to myself. I deserve this. I was trying to be a good boy and get the two in the pair, but I ended up just like, yeah, this is actually pretty bad. I might actually transcendence this to try negate the knockback. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get set us free. Okay, now we have room to play with. We're fine. Yeah. I think we want more room this way. Oh, go over here. Yeah, I can't believe I trapped myself on the wrong side of it. This boss just gets so messy. I'll let him do that, and then I'll go into Zenith. I'll do this first, actually. Huh? Was that not on me? Oh, you are joking. I was so certain that was on me. I think we're still on top of each other, and the arrow, yeah, like the arrow looked like it was on my head, but I guess we were literally pixel stacked. Oh my lord. Is Windwalker just not doing a lot of damage outside of cooldowns? Yeah, basically. But a lot of specs don't do damage outside their cooldowns. Oh my god. Please stay alive, I believe in you so much. This Brewmaster's legendary. He's putting a shift right now. No! Oh my lord. Probably still doable. Thoughts? Probably still doable. Oh, I was so cursed. Yeah, a lot of specs don't do damage outside of their cooldowns right now. That's kind of like the theme of the expansion. I wouldn't say... I'd say we do a lot less... not a lot less, but we do less damage than we did outside of our cooldowns since last patch. Or, like, since before 0.5. Because most of our damage came from Fist of Fury. But they shifted a bunch of our damage from Fist of Fury to Zenith Stomp. And Zenith Stomp is only during cooldowns, right? So our cooldowns actually got semi-stronger, maybe like on par, a little bit stronger. Definitely better in like burst. But outside of that, because Fist of Fury is weaker, you've actually lost damage outside of cooldowns. Yeah. Alright. Me shut up and actually play this boss. No, that's not real. Like, what is this? Like, you get the mechanic, but it absolutely chunks you. I almost didn't want to stand in the beam there. Obviously, I had to. But that's a horribly painful mechanic. Do you lose hit combo if you stomp 2 times in a row? No, right now it's not classed as our mastery. So like it doesn't impact mastery. So you can press it multiple times in a row and be fine, but you need to be aware that if you press like a blackout kick, then stomp, then blackout kick, that breaks mastery. I think it's still timeable. But I'm not talking very much. I'm just trying to lock in. So I think one more fail and maybe it's not. How am I feeling about the changes in keys? I like it. It's hard to say because I don't really have much like prior experience in keys because I was mostly raiding, right? Like obviously I did like a bunch of 10s and stuff, but it's hard for me to like have a opinion on how it felt at like higher keystones. I think the stomp feels good though. Like it's definitely enjoyable. And I kind of low-key like the fact that it doesn't work with our mastery. I'm kind of like leaning towards the side of I kind of hope that they don't make it work with our mastery because it gives it the flexibility of you being able to either spam it
Rigid
if you need to
MU is
spam
now
it
following.
or playing it like more or less of a filler. But if they do put it as part of our mastery, then it will then just become more like the filler button. I will have Puzzle Box and Zenith for the first amp window, so that's good at least. I probably want 20 stack Zenith as well. So I don't think I send here. It's going to be tight. We will definitely get the next one. I'll send a Zenith now. Because otherwise I'll just be overcapping. Oh, we're going back? Hold up. Hold up. I think 3 minutes for the final boss is reasonable. It depends how much time is on the other side of this line. If it's like 6 minutes, oh, this dungeon is free. If it's anything below 5... the warrior part ported to the start. Maybe he... Oh my god, big play. He ports to the start, he starts sucking the thing, so when we get there, we can cross the bridge. Oh my god. Maybe it's tech. These mobs aren't dying though. I swear to god if I get to the other side and that thing's not fully channeled. Six minutes? Oh, this dungeon's free. I only one. And we have lost. Oh my god, free dungeon. Lock it in already. And it's fully channeled. Oh my. This dungeon's easy. Oh. Almost kind of got one shot there. Yeah, 4 minutes to kill the boss, as long as we don't do anything crazy, right? No sudden movement. Divine Guile's in 30. I get cooldowns in 8, so I should be able to send. Let's just play it a bit safe. Run out, and then send. It's this one. So he's gonna go up one more time. Yeah, there's plenty of time. Look for horns. Oh my god, it's the one all the way over here. I mean, pretty... I mean, cut it close for the first dungeon of the day. We got it. It shows you don't, like, have to straight give up a dungeon, right? And wiping a boss and still do it, but... yeah, a little tight. Fun, though. Every time I check the stream, you're leading the DPS meters by a sizable margin. What's your secret sauce? I've played this spec for a while, I guess. I have gear. I don't know, it's a bunch of factors, right? I have a lot of experience in Windwalker. I'm known in my guild as a certified padder. With the idea being that I'm pretty good at knowing when to send cooldowns to get optimal damage, for better or for worse. It really depends. Sometimes I'm not. It depends, like, who you're playing with and stuff. I can get beaten quite easily. You know, always factoring gear, right? 283 item level. It's a bunch of factors, I guess. What item level do I have now? I am currently 283. Which I'd say is, like, definitely on the higher end, right? Like, what's maybe, like, the average WoW player currently? If, like, you do a few mythic bosses and stuff, like 280-ish now? With your crafts and whatnot? 281? What's your overall look like? For Fist and Fury and Stomp, I can have a guess before. I'm gonna say like 32 Fist, 19 Stomp. Oh, close. 34 Fist, 17 Stomp. It's usually in that ballpark though, right? Anywhere from usually Stomp can be anywhere in around the 20% mark, and Fist of Fury is like usually 30 to 35. 281 can be done without stepping into raid. Yeah. Like if you like just ground Mythic plus, right? Because that's what I had to do on this character, because it wasn't in for raid progression. So this character actually didn't get Mythic loot for a while. from the raid, so I basically had to do that as well, where I basically had to farm two 276 pieces from M+. So yeah, 281. If you don't step into the raid, sounds about right. Because that's if you basically have all slots 276 from M+, and then you make some crafts, get lucky in your vault, and you're able to spend all your mythic crests. I think that sounds reasonable. So obviously I've had all of that, and I've got higher item level mythic pieces as well. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing on Windwalker, and usually do fine, but you're on a different level. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I do make guides and stuff. I just have a lot of experience in it, genuinely. I'm sure there are other Windwalkers that will outdo me easily. Like trust me, and it might look like I'm not making a bunch of mistakes, but I definitely make mistakes in the stuff. It's hard to translate, like, if you don't know what you're looking for. Do I have a plume yet? No. I've only done Mythic Florin once, and the plume didn't drop. But I wouldn't have got it anyway, because we were still gearing for Lura at that point. And because we're still gearing for Lura, it would have gone to like anybody else but me, because we weren't taking the Windwalker to it. Even if I do get it, I'd have to sim it right, because it might not be as good as the Gaze. I think they're about on par with each other. Like, it depends how my secondary stats are at the time. But Gaze is just very strong. I noticed you use a lot of Blackout Kicks even without procs, or did I notice wrong? Yeah, I do use Blackout Kick a fair amount of the time. You gotta remember that Blackout Kick reduces the cooldown of Rising Sun Kick and Fist of Fury just naturally through sharp reflexes. But it's trying to make sure that you don't Blackout Kick if it stops you from casting a Fist of Fury. So that's like the general goal, is like making sure I have enough chi that if I send Blackout Kick, it doesn't like stop me from pressing Fist of Fury, or not having enough time to Tiger Palm by the time Fist of Fury is up. And sometimes I do get it wrong. Like, I'd be the first to admit, sometimes I do Blackout Kick, and then it like delays my Fist of Fury by a couple of seconds, and that is wrong. But generally, I think I do all right on it. Because you basically got to take into account that you are reducing the cooldown with it as well. And then, like, how much that reduction of the cooldown is, if you're planning to then Tiger Palm afterwards to allow yourself to Fist of Fury, how long are you actually keeping this on cooldown? Because the number one goal is essentially always have Fist of Fury on cooldown, right? Anytime it's off cooldown is damage loss, as we can see from our damage breakdown. Big damage loss ever having this on off cooldown. What's my Mythic Plus build? This is the one I'm currently running. There should be a link, like an actual code link in the Discord. I'll post it. I'll post it in the chat you're in. That's probably a little bit easier. It's relatively similar to what we were running previously. I'll have a video going over talents and stuff tomorrow. I just need to finish it off. Like midday tomorrow, it'll come out. It's only like 10 minutes, so it's not me yapping for stupid time like I usually do in my videos. Just explaining why we take all the talents, because I've explained like talent changes a lot, and I was like, it's the most brought up question. I think, like, why are we changing talents and what do they do? So it makes sense, but there's like a slight tweak in like changing spiritual focus now, so drinking on cover, taking universal energy, switching to revolving whirl. And it's predominantly just to do with the changes and how they kind of changed the Apex talent. We've got Zenith Stomp now. But this is the best build, pretty much. I think there can be some slight tweaks here that won't make any real marginal difference, but like I'm still for the idea that you could probably still run Brawler's Intensity instead of Energy Burst, because Energy Burst is so useless during Zenith anyway. The only value you get from it is when you get blackout kicks outside of Zenith, like the procs, and that's not that often. Like you do get it, but maybe it's actually more valuable to instead have just Rising Sun Kick reduced by 1 second, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when it's your main way of reducing the cooldown of Fist of Fury, 1 second can add up. But then on the other hand, having that extra chi every so often as well can, so it's a bit up in the air. I think both are viable, but they're like so minimal that it's not going to make or break your dungeon or boss fight. Do I press Zenith Stomps on Balor and egg damage with PI and Bloodlust, or only focus on Fist of Fury? It's a good question. I haven't done Baloran since the changes. This is the big issue, right? With Baloran, is like it's hard to give an opinion on it until I get a feel for it. You would definitely, like, my first thought would be 100% you need to get the stomps in, because I imagine you're playing Conduit, right, still. I think you just have to fit them in, because the Zenith Stomp damage is still going to hit like a truck. Like, the damage to Butterson, how do I explain it? Like, the damage to time taken to cast the ability ratio is, like, really high. That sounds stupid, but, like, think about it like this. Fist of Fury does a lot of damage, but it is quite a long channel ability. Rising Sun Kick is a 1 button, and it does decent damage, but, like, Zenith is the exact, or Zenith Stomp's the exact same thing. It's pressing 1 button, but it does way more than Rising Sun Kick. Like, Zenith Stomp does 36,000 damage. So it's not crazy more, but it can crit as well. And it helps you with your chi during the Zenith as well, right? Which will allow you to then Fist of Fury. So I'd imagine on the egg, Fist of Fury is obviously main priority, but you still, from what I remember when I did Baloran, is you still had to blackout kick during that period, and blackout kick was your way of generating chi, or even tiger palming. You would basically just stomp, rather than press those 2 buttons. But it is important to get the 2 stomps out. All right, we're off to the academy. What's my item level? 283. So, relatively high. Can I paste talents in comments? I think if you scroll up a little bit, Mickey, the talents are there. There's a code, like a few above. You asking? With the stomp change on boss and M+, you opening with Tiger Palm, Zenith Stomp 1, Fist of Fury, Rising Sun Kick, Stomp 2. No, generally on bosses, I'll play it where it's Zenith, Fist of Fury, Rising Sun Kick, Whirl and Dragon Punch. Then I'll consider pressing the Stomp. Because Fist of Fury still does a lot of damage, right? Like, it's important to get the Fist of Fury out as fast as possible, so that's on cooldown. Because there's nothing more important than having Fist of Fury on cooldown, because that means you spent it. So if you Fist of Fury first, and then you cast the Zenith Stomp later on, well, that's the 1 GCD, less time on the Fist of Fury coming back off cooldown, so you can press it again sooner. So on bosses, generally, it's Zenith, Fists, Rising Sun Kick, Whirl, and Dragon Punch, and then usually it'll be a Zenith Stomp, Spinning Crane Kick, Zenith Stomp, but things can change, right? Sometimes you get luckier, and you get a good proc on your Fist of Fury, so it comes back faster. So you have to Fist of Fury. So it's a little bit on the fly, but generally what I'm doing is what I just said. And it seems to work all right. Appreciate all the follows, by the way. Thank you for anyone that's followed. Is Puzzle Box still the best trinket? Blood Mallet shows weird numbers. Yeah, Puzzle Box is still best trinket alongside Gaze or Plume as your passive trinkets. Blood Mallet is just not up to date. So like Blood Mallet showing Puzzle Box is like literally a horrendous trinket. That's not correct. You still want it. It's something to do with like the profile still being used. It's a little bit outdated for Windwalker specifically, with like since the 0.5 changes. Basically, something's just not right with it. So please don't don't get rid of your puzzle box. How's Monk on the survivability subject? Not great. Like they gave some like really weak like attempts at buffs before the before the season started that did absolutely nothing. I mean, it's still like one of the top 2 specs that dies in raid. In high M plus, like people just tell me all the time, it's just made of paper. Like outside your defensives, you are on life support, and you can feel it at times. Crit or haste? I'm gonna go for haste, I think. Why not? Why not? Treat myself to a little bit of haste.
Well, it seems like things are in further disrepair than we anticipated.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
You know, I've seen a Windwalker do 1 million damage. Yeah, I also played the Wolverine. I think I could have done better as well. I Fist of Fury'd a little bit early. I should have saved it for the Zenith. Oh, I'm running out of buttons. My tank. I can see my tank dying. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh god, straight into the boss. Okay, no break. No break at all. I'm gonna save cooldowns here for the next pack, because this one's practically already dead. I just need to be careful that I don't get one shot here, because it's so easy to just instantly steal aggro. So here I'm gonna triple stomp, because they have such little health. That there's a good chance that they would just get like killed before I'm able to do like the ethical stomp, like the actual way you should play stomp. So this is what people are doing in raid, right? When like ads have super short health, they will just basically Zenith stomp, and then use Fist of Fury. Because it just basically allows you to pad, which I kind of like go through in my latest video. Like, Windwalker is just a pad spec right now in the raid. And that's essentially how people do it. Stomp just hits like an absolute truck. It's not like Fist of Fury where you have a channel time for it, right? So we'll wait a second again here because I don't want to get one shot. And now Stomp, 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 then you Fist of Fury. Because if I essentially was like, basically, if I did my Fist of Fury, then my Rising Sun Kick, then my Whirling Dragon Punch, you know, ads are actually dead by that point. And then you lose out on your Stomp value. So like if you look at the breakdown just for that boss alone, Zenith Stomp is almost Fist of Fury damage. And that's why Windwalkers look so good in the raid right now. Because a lot of these bosses have ads that have little health. Spawns lots of them. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Hey, where's my tank going?
Malvanus is now following.
Hey, Malvanus. How you doing? That's a name I recognize. You know what? I am gonna stomp here, just because this guy takes so long, and I'd end up double stacking. I'm not gonna puzzle box though. Is this the padding stream? Yeah, this is the padding stream. I mean, it's ethical though, like to a degree. In raid, it's not ethical, but in M+, I mean, shit, dude. Everything's a trash bag. It's got to my warrior. That warrior, if warriors did not have a charge, that guy was gone. He was so gone. Alright, we'll puzzle box this one. So here we can be a bit more ethical because these ads do have a bit more health. What the hell? The healer just basically was like, what's your problem? And then the tank said, who? And then they said basically all 3 DPS. I'm just here for a good time. I'm worried about this boss. So I know this is like one of the harder bosses in the game in general. I am going to stomp here, actually.
Extra Saucy 2409 is now following.
And then I should be able to get one stomp pre-burn phase. And then I should get one stomp for the burn phase. But I'm going to hold my puzzle box till the burn phase. That should be how it works out. I haven't actually run the numbers, but I'm pretty confident. I think I want to pop Zenith as soon as possible so I can get the guaranteed 20 stacks for the
Gazilol
burn
is now
phase.
following.
This boss slaps. I'm kind of scared. That's alright, I got 2 defensives. Nothing can hurt me. I'm playing Windwalker Monk. I'm invincible. Where's my health going? Yeah. When my karma drops off and I essentially lose like my entire health bar. Okay. Alright, let's hope it doesn't do another damaging mechanic for the next minute. Gotta make sure that I pick up one of the haste orbs. Oh, come here. Alright, we are at 20 stacks. Oh my god, this is gonna hurt. I might health pot this. Yeah, I'm gonna health pot it. Let's be safe. I am gonna overcap here, but it is just necessary for the burn phase. Oh my god, I have defensive again. Can we put this in here? Thoughts? I was a bit delayed on the burn there. Oh, fuck it, I need to send cooldowns. We wipe on this boss, it's over. Tank? My tank went off the platform. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. I just learned that if you fall off the platform, it pulls you back up. And you don't lose aggro, because that would have been bad. That was cursed. Oh, I can't wait for Veximus. That's going to be so much fun. I'm just trying to think how we even do Veximus. Pray you don't get any of the mechanics on you. I mean, it's a pretty big ask. Soak one orb. Soak two orbs dead. Hope my DK tank can just soak everything. Oh, that'd be so cool. If I send Zenith here, I do not have Zenith for the packs up top, and I think the packs up top are way harder. I think I'm just gonna hold here. So this is gonna die, right? There's nothing too dangerous about this. Just dodge frontal. But the packs, the packs that are coming up. It should actually allow me to double Zenith as well. Maybe not quite. Yeah, maybe actually. Okay. Okay, I've done all my stomps and everything's live. Oh no, I've no CC left. On the plus side, the timer looks kind of nice. Not a lot closer, or a lot less worrying than the Nexus point. I think if we're okay doing this boss, it should be fine. I mean, the last boss is not fun. But I think this has the like highest potential to just one-shot you. That's alright, I will use my really good defensives to negate damage. I've got to... This needs to drop off before I can grab. Okay. Yeah, alright, sure. Okay. So that's all my defensives down. What do I do? What do I do now? Okay, yeah, hit me with the mechanic again. Go on. I need help up now. Yep. Uh, yeah, I mean, all defensives, health pot. Oh, I knew this boss was gonna be hard. And what tier would I put Windwalker Monk in high keys? I don't know, it's hard because I haven't done many, so I don't know like how other specs do. I think the biggest hindrance is just survivability, like genuinely. Like it, because like I always go back to my Unholy DK, right? On this boss, if I'm playing Unholy DK, I can just AMS every 45 seconds, clear like all the orbs for everybody every other set, and don't take damage. Whereas as Windwalker, I can really just take one. I can really just take one. I have the defense of each one, because as you can see, it absolutely annihilates you. And then my defensives aren't back up in time for like one after. Like if I Karma one, Port Brew one, Health Pot one, then my Karma's not even back up yet. Whereas previously, if you had like Diffuse Magic, I'm not even joking, you had Diffuse Magic, you could Karma, Fort, Diffuse, then Healing Pot, and then Karma, Fort, Diffuse, and you'd probably be fine. It genuinely makes a difference. How can I get your cooldown manager? It is in my Discord. My profile, the imports in my Discord server. I don't think I can post it in the chat for you because it's massive. Which channel? It's a little bit messy at the moment, but it should be in the add-on channel. And then there's cooldown manager profile. It's the first one under add-ons. It won't look exactly like this, because recently I've changed like some of the things I'm tracking. Like I'm pretty sure it will show Teaching of the Monastery instead of Combo Breaker. But if you just switch that in, it should work. And everything else is the same actually. It's just I switched out Teaching of the Monastery because there's really no point tracking that. Ooh, Magisters. Okay. You Soothing Mist, it gives 6%
Wallegriff is
DR.
now
I mean, it's
following.
not even a bad suggestion, and you're probably right. I should probably be running it. Probably at the point where I actually need to do things like that. And then spam heal myself. Probably then we'll switch out Silent Sanctuary because really that's just out of combat healing. And then I guess Vigorous Expulsion? It's not that good. Or Windwalking. Yeah, okay, actually, I'm just going to drop Windwalking. Yeah, that's not really useful either. Are you also doing log reviews or coaching sessions? No, I just don't really have time to do that sort of thing. Really. Like I'm able to like stream a bit here and there. And then like do videos, but videos can take a lot of time as well. Like I used to do log reviews and stuff, like initially, but like I'd like spend hours on just a single log, and it's just a lot of time. You can get good log reviews though from Pika Serenity Discord, and they have like people that like properly look at logs all the time, and they spend like they know what they're talking about basically. You post a log in there, and they'll like literally tell you exactly what you can do better and what you might be doing wrong. So I'd always recommend that. Why is my text-to-speech Australian? I don't know. I just like the voice. I discovered your channel recently. I'm loving it. Learning a lot. I have a question. Is it correct to put Rising Sun Kick on cooldown before starting the Fist of Fury channel? No, it's the other way round. You want to put Fist of Fury on cooldown before Rising Sun Kick. Because of Azuin's battle gear, Rising Sun Kick reduces the cooldown of Fist of Fury if it crits. So ideally, you want to have Fist of Fury on cooldown, then you cast Rising Sun Kick, and hopefully it knocks off 4 seconds of its cooldown. If you do it the other way around, you're basically not really getting much reduction on Fist of Fury, or you then have to wait for your next Rising Sun Kick. Whereas it's better to go Fist of Fury, Rising Sun Kick, hopefully knock some seconds off, and then get another one before it comes off cooldown, and then it's just faster that way. But that's generally the only reason why. Besides the fact that Fist of Fury does like the majority of our damage, so getting it out first makes sense as well. Oh god, I don't even want to teleport to this dungeon. Like, the name of the game for Windwalker at the moment, and it's been since the season started, is just Fist of Fury Simulator and doing anything you possibly can to get Fist of Fury back off of cooldown so you can send it out again. And they've added to it since then by making it now Spinning Crane Kick can help with that, so that's kind of cool as well. But Spinning Crane Kick's still so weak that you barely ever press it unless it's the free version. Like, you're not pressing Spinning Crane Kick for its damage. Like, look over here, right? I mean, it does, like, nothing. Granted, I haven't pressed it a lot, but it's just not strong enough. Like, it's still so weak that you don't even take, like, things like Crane Vortex anymore, or Jade Ignition. It's a glorified Fist of Fury cooldown reduction button. Pretty much the same as Rising Sun Kick, actually, except Rising Sun Kick does, like, a bit of damage. Like, 'cause you gotta understand, right, this is an AoE dungeon. Or here even, this is a dungeon, right? So majority of the damage is AoE. Rising Sun Kick's still not doing too bad. This is Magister's Terrace, right? Yep. Yep. Appreciate all the follows, by the way. In like the past half an hour or so. This guy just said, "Oh, it's a guildie run. Lucky me." What does that mean? I'm getting someone. I swear, I'm getting someone unhinged healers today, and they were both shamans. Correlation? So I press Fist of Fury and try to reset it as soon as possible with Rising Sun Kick and Spinning Crane Kick on AoE packs. Only, like, the easy way to, like, think of it is, even in AoE packs, you want a Rising Sun Kick. Spinning Crane Kicks, you only really ever press when it's, like, glowing, is probably the best way to explain it. Like, even in AoE, you still want to use Rising Sun Kick over Spinning Crane Kick. Like, it's very weak. Alright, so this should be the Bloodlust pool right around the corner. or right here. This works too, I guess. Alright, I should be able to send one more Zenith out, and then the next one with Puzzle Box. I don't know if I probably send out in this pack, and then Puzzle Box, the one around the corner, is usually the path for this dungeon. Yeah. Ow. I really don't want to have to use my health pot here, but like my finger is hovering over the health pot this entire time. It's actually terrifying. Yeah, and now we have Puzzle Box and Zenith. Everything just kind of lines up nicely. Oh, I should triple stomp here. So those ads basically had no health, so I probably would have got more value from triple stomping. And then we'll pull this back, right? But I'm going to do like no damage because I don't have Zenith. I mean, if I can buy time. Okay, bought a bit of time. Hit them with the triple stomp. Yeah, okay. We can pretend it's funnel. And then when the orbs come in, I think I can take about 2. I mean, I've got all defensives. Oh, that's annoying. I mean, I still took so much damage, and that's through Karma. Does Russian Wind Kick count differently to our mastery than Rising Sun Kick? Yeah, it does. So you can back to back, like if Russian Wind kicks up, you can press that and instantly Rising Sun Kick. You can't do it the other way around though. That's just because it's not possible. Oh, can we avoid taking these orbs? We probably can avoid taking quite a bunch of them. Oh my god, it hurts. I'm health potting. It went through. Clean. Oh my god, the double bright scale pull. I'm about to do something disgusting. Hold the stomp. Don't even think about stomping. They're coming. Now stomp. Wait for the rest to come in. Stomp. Oh god, Fist of Fury, wait for the rest of them to come in. Stomp. It's beautiful. And I died. But it was worth it. It's worth it every time. I think I just died to Spellbreaker damage though. Not aggro. Bok Zenith Stomp, Bok breaks mastery, hard to get used to. Yeah, it's just basically because it doesn't count. Zenith Stomp doesn't count towards the mastery. That's just like an example of it. A lot of the times you can just get away without it being an issue. Like, what I like to do is, stomp, free spinning crane kick, then blackout kick, and that way, like, you don't ever run the risk of breaking mastery. Or that, or pressing it after Fist of Fury. Because you're never pressing 2 Fist of Furies in a row. So you have to really press something in between it to even get the cooldown reduced. I did just break mastery there, though. While saying that. No, I didn't. I might have done. Don't worry about it too much. Why am I not using the bandolier embellishment? Mainly because I crafted a two-hander because it was required of me for prog, and I don't have a better, like, I don't actually have a Mythic track two-hander to replace it with. And the other craft is the lower worshipper ring, which you would want anyway, because it's the bandolier, the bandolier increases it. You can't get bandolier on weapons, can you? I mean, even if you can, hunt is probably just better. Like, on its own. Pretty sure you can't get bandolier on weapons. It's an armor, no? Either way, the end game goal is to get a Mythic track two-hander weapon, and then I will craft something that I can put bandolier on, like a low-value item slot, maybe. So that will be my goal. It's just not doable right now. So my weapon situation. To me, the stomp makes the most sense as like a target palm replacement. No, yeah, exactly. I try to, like, especially in single target, or when you don't need to, like, nuke down ads, like, that they're not going to die before you finish casting, like, your stomps. I try to just use it as, like, a replacement for blackout kick. So, like, I'm still following priority right now, and then whenever I would have blackout kicked instead, that's just when I stomp. Because that allows you to have Fist of Fury and Rising Sun Kick and Whirling Dragon Punch all go on cooldown, and then you still have plenty of time to stomp in between that. That builds back up your resources as well, so that's a nice bonus. And then hopefully by the time you finish stomping, spinning crane kick and that, you will have your main cooldowns back up. So it's like a Zenith Stomp sandwich, I guess. A Zenith Stomp sandwich. Is it a good idea to just mash the 2 stomps at the start of Zenith? It's situational. If they make it as part of a mastery, then it will be bad to do that. But as of right now, it's very situational, right? Let's say we have these voidlings are a good example of this. They're very low health. So if everybody starts going ham on them, there's a good chance they die before, like if I was playing Stomp properly, to actually hit them. Like hit all of them before they all perish. So in that case, I will Stomp, Stomp, Stomp to guarantee I hit all of them. Because Stomp damage is massive. Like, so here, I'm going to triple Stomp. Just to guarantee I hit everything around me with it. Because look, unstable voidlings, they're dying during my Fist of Fury channel, which means I would not have hit them. And this is like the essence of why Windwalker's very paddy at the moment. Because, really, it should be a damage loss to do that. But to like pad the damage and hit everything like that is worthwhile. He says as he gets smoked by a feral druid. So that's why, like, if you like look at raid logs and stuff on a bunch of bosses, you'll see people like triple, like stomp, like Zenith, stomp. And it's the guarantee they can kill, like, hit the ads with their stomps, before they die, basically. Like, the big downside to doing it is that you're delaying your Fist of Fury and Rising Sun Kick. Although it's only by, like, 2 GCDs, those GCDs can matter for, like, a burst window, right? When Zenith is only 15 seconds now, because we're taking Spiritual Focus, well, that might be the difference between fitting an extra Fist of Fury in and not. So, like, for all these trash packs, I am just going to stomp. So I want to guarantee I hit the Voidlings with... all the Voidlings with it. But because I stomped and I Fist of Fury late, I actually lost out on that Fist of Fury by a second on my during Zenith. Like, how much of a difference that actually makes? Like, I can't put a number on it. That's hard to do, but you see what I mean. Like, these ads have a lot more health, so I might actually play it more ethical here. So I know that I can hit them with my stomp before they die, and then I get the Fist of Fury back in, like, nice amount of time. And then I get another Fist of Fury because I set off that Fist of Fury initially at the start of the start of that first window. So I was able to fit 3 Fist of Furies in during that. Whereas if I Zenith Stomp twice at the start, I probably wouldn't have. Kind of makes sense. It's very, like, min-maxy deciding if something's worth padding on or not for the sake of like how long an ad spawn's gonna last. I think the word I'm looking for is it's quite degenerate. This play style. But if you don't do it, then you're just going to do less damage.
M0IST baby
and it's like,
class.
anyone that's playing World of Warcraft, like, you're not playing to do less damage, are you? We're not all playing this game to do less damage. I'm going to hold Zenith here for when he spawns his 2 goons. So then I can hit multiple targets with the Stomper. Yeah, this might actually be a very good spawn. Is he doing it now? No. Okay, ignore me. Okay, he's doing it now. Oh, no, come back. it was alright value. And then I do have Zenith in a puzzle box ready to go. I think I just send now. So I want my puzzle box back up for later, and this ad is kind of like stuck still. Yeah, I'll have Zenith back up, and then hopefully by the time we get upstairs, that should be about a minute and a half. Oh, almost worked into that circle. So like here, I know the ads have absolutely no health on them, so I don't want to take a chance that any of them die before I get all my stomps out. So I triple stomp, which is, it's just degenerate gameplay. It's why it will probably be a good thing when they put stomp on the mastery if they do, because it means you'll be severely punished for doing that. I'm sure the damage probably balances out, but saying that, I'm a fan of it not being on the mastery. Like, I like having the option to do this. It's growing on me. I have no stomp these voidlings. What's even the point? Everybody, like, not deal damage for 4 seconds? Oh, they didn't. Okay, cool. Okay, then. I have no idea what was hitting me, but I think that's worth a health pot. The ads have spawned here, but this would be despicable to pop Zenith here and not just save it for the boss with puzzle box, so I'm not gonna send it. Although a little part of me kind of did want to.
Champion, I know what to do. I'll need to attune the finisher to the void.
That would have been absolutely criminal, though.
What is that monstrosity? You keep it on.
Okay. What does that even do? Oh, it only reduces your movement speed. Who cares? I hit that, right? I mean, if I didn't hit that, we would all be dead. Okay, I guess no one's playing on this side of the room. I need to move them. Okay. It's very cursed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I didn't get in that, everyone dies, right? Let's just pretend that's how it works, because that would make me feel better about dashing towards it. Although I feel like I missed it. I'm pretty sure I missed it. Yeah, because it didn't bounce after. I definitely missed it. I don't really want to hit this tank with this mechanic. Hold on. And try and make a gap for him. Okay. I don't know why I'm playing on the tank. I'm not comfortable right now. I'm fucking out of here. Alright, playing that boss a little bit. a little bit poorly.
Let us inform Lorkamar. And perhaps offer an apology.
Hey bro, I got my puzzle box. Just curious if I should try to pop my pot before the box so it boosts crit instead of mastery. So you definitely want to pop it before the box. Although it's up in the air now if you want it to proc haste or crit. I guess it's gonna... It depends, it's really a sim thing now. If you asked me like last week, I'd say you have to have this, you have to have your pot proc haste. But now it's a bit more open that there's potentially it might be okay to proc crit or haste, but you definitely don't want it doing mastery because your puzzle box already gives you so much mastery, right? Like I'm already at 56%. I pop my puzzle box. I'm at like 100. My diminishing returns is just nutty at that point. So to do that, I just have a macro that is basically just use pot, use puzzle box, and it's just a macro on my puzzle box. So that way, I never send puzzle box without the pot first, because it is actually quite a damage loss to send your pot after your puzzle box. Because if you think about it this way, right, when I pop puzzle box, I'll show how much mastery I'm on, and then I pop a pot on top of that. Suddenly, my mastery is so high, but the diminishing returns just make it like really, like punish it a lot. So, like puzzle box on its own, I'm already at 99%, right? Give myself an extra 1,500 on top of this. You know what I mean? So it's open-ended if haste or crit is best at the moment. I think it's character by character basis and what you want it to proc on. Worth simming it. Yes, definitely to answer your question, like long answer to short question. Yeah, do it before your puzzle box. 100%. Yeah, with the pot I jumped to 130%. Yeah, see, so it's quite a lot of mastery. So even just being like 99%, you're already suffering a ton of DR, but it's valuable enough just from a trinket alone to have it during your period. Then to get another 1,500 on top, that's better suited on something like crit or haste. Because it then allows you to have alternative like damage to add on top of that. Like haste is good because then it allows your Fist of Fury to do more damage, and your, well, yeah, it gives you more chance to like have things like Glory of the Dawn give you more chi and stuff, but predominantly the reason why you want it on haste tends to be because haste increases your Fist of Fury damage. But the reason now it's a bit more open-ended on if it's fine, if it's crit or not, is because obviously Fist of Fury was nerfed. So less of our damage actually comes from Fist of Fury, so although haste is good for Fist of Fury, it's not as valuable. Whereas we also lost a bunch of crit from my Apex talent getting changed. So that's why, like, haste, crit for my pot, which one's better? It's definitely a sim thing. Oh, cool. They're taking me to a 15 Skyreach. I'm at 20% haste at the moment because my sims tell me to. Well, yeah, always follow you. Always trust the sim. As long as you're simming correctly, there's no reason not to trust it, because that's where all like the APL comes from. It's like all these stats and stuff. I haven't just decided decided today I want 34% crit, this much haste. Like, it's just what sim's the best. But you can see how close my crit and my haste are. My crit's 920, my haste is 954. My sims still want me to use my potion for haste. So it actually makes changing gear very difficult. Because if I basically do anything to give myself more crit at the moment, the sims absolutely hate it. Because then my pot no longer can possibly give me extra haste. It's why I've got like a 282 ring in my bag at the moment. But it's got 235 crit on it. Like, that just completely skews my stats. So that's why it's quite difficult, like, when people are like, what's, like, my best in slot and stuff like that. Like, there is technically a theoretical best in slot build that you can have that's on the theory crafting side and the sims have. But telling someone to go get that is almost impossible, because if they even have, like, 1 or 2 pieces that are different, it completely shifts the stat weights. And actually, then they put something else in whilst they're building it, and they're actually doing less damage because it's not optimal until it's optimal. That's why everyone's gear will be slightly different, but you can all have, like, more or less, like, the same damage numbers. Because you're using different pieces to balance different stats, which allow you to benefit from pots or puzzle boxes or whatever's the flavor of the month that tier. I have no clue if I sim correctly. Realistically, with simming, the best way to just get the best results is what I usually do. Is even like AoE sims are a little bit strange at the moment, the dungeon slice ones. So what I'll do is I'll put on my best single target gear. Like, I'll go into my single target raid build. I'll then do my sim seat, which gives me my code. I will then open up my raid bots, go top gear, paste it in, do my little meddling, you know. I want to check if this neck's better or this. Then they've added this really cool feature at the moment where you can actually check pots and stuff and flasks. So then I like to try compare these two. You can compare flasks, and then because you're simming for single target, always patchwork 1 boss 5 minutes. Even if, like, you want to get an idea for AoE and stuff, just single target is just going to be fine. And then this is the best way to sim. Like, you don't really want to be doing things like patchwork 5 bosses. It's not realistic.
Is now following.
And that can make things, like, can skew things a little bit. Just always sim for single target and apply to whatever content you're doing. Usually is the best way. Like, just general simming. I think a good way to address a single target problem is to buff Conduit and its funnel damage. You'll make it so Strike of the Windlord is superior in single target. Yeah, that's a strange thing, right? Because in theory, Strike of the Windlord should be stronger. But the issue with Strike of the Windlord at the moment is that technically it is stronger. It does more damage. There's 2 main reasons why it's not good. One, it costs chi. Will and Dragon Punch doesn't cost chi. As well as that, you press it before Fist of Fury, Strike of the Windlord. And as I go on and on and on about, Fist of Fury should always be on cooldown, so anything that delays its cooldown is bad. Will and Dragon Punch can only be pressed when Fist of Fury is on cooldown, so it helps the flow of it feel better. Even though, like, in theory, it makes sense that Strike is the better one for single target. And yeah, as you say, Conduit is just so bad at the moment. Like, it's just falling behind further and further. It's kind of just not, it doesn't suit the playstyle that Blizzard are going for right now with their changes and stuff. Even though the tier set technically is, like, more suited for Conduit, Shadowpan's still ahead, right? So when you think about that, think that we don't have a tier set on, then Conduit is even further behind. Because for Shadowpan, the tier set is one of the worst in the game, For Conduit, it's not too bad. It's mid-ish. It's like, I want to say 4 or 5% for Conduit, and it's like 1% for Shadow Pan. Take away the tier sets, right? And that's like, with tier sets, Conduit's still that far behind. Take away the tier sets. Holy shit. Like, that hero talent is in desperate need. I think the issue is that they're so different. Like, because they technically, they play the same rotation to a degree. Their fundamentals are the same, you know, Fist of Fury is key. Like, theoretically, they're, like, very similar, but they play very differently in cooldown windows. And, like, their actual damage profiles in combat. And it's just not a Conduit tier. I don't know how they fix it. I'm just glad it's not my job to fix it. It's my job to it's my job to tell you what they've done with it and then complain about it. Man, that's an easy job. I take that job any day of the week. Hey mate, been lurking a few streams. Just want to say I'm learning a lot listening to you. Cheers. Oh, no worries. I'm glad I can help. Yeah, I do try to I do try like explain things during a dungeon. If I ever go quiet though, just know that I'm just locked in like something. If I start dying a lot and I go quiet, yeah, I'm just locked in on trying to do well. But I do always try to explain things as I'm playing it and stuff. So it just makes sense, right? Like if you're watching a dungeon and stuff, you probably want to understand why I'm making decisions and stuff like that. Maybe you don't. Maybe just have me on mute. But if you do have me on mute, you wouldn't even know that I'm saying you have me on mute. Food for thought. What was that, a panda? It is a panda. I re-rolled race this tier. Because it felt necessary to. The previous tiers I didn't. I played Void Elf, and Void Elf was never that far behind. But pandas were just so good this tier, especially for like the progress that we were trying to do, right? Where, like, I did it on my DK as well. A lot of people reroll to pandas for two reasons. One is it all comes down to food buff. One, it simmed really well for damage because you double dipped into your food buff, so you get double the primary stats. But the real big thing on top of that is because the beasts this tier have stamina, it also double dips into that. So not my like royal roasts, that doesn't give me stamina, but your raid like hearty feasts, you double dipped. So you're able to get double stamina and double primary stat. Just it kind of made sense. But I'd never recommend switch to another race. I'd like, if I could have stayed on Void Elf, I would have, but it just made sense. Like even if it saved us like 1 or 2 pulls on progress, that it's worth it, right? But like if Void Elf was like Void Elf not very good this tier. Like I don't even think Panda's the best for damage. I think
Globes is
technically
now
Troll is the
following.
best for damage, but it doesn't have the added bonus of the survivability from the extra stamina. Like I'm pretty sure all Unholy DKs also switched to Panda. It was like a lot of Panda going on. Yeah, Dwarf is a good one as well. I'd probably like Dwarf is probably one of the best ones for Mythic Plus, and also pretty good for Windwalker in general. If you don't care about your racial for damage,
Alindal is now following.
it's more like a racial for defensives, right? Because we don't have diffuse magic anymore. Just having an extra button that can like remove a bad effect from you, like
Termix
a
is now
bleed
following.
or a magic debuff, like dwarf, holy shit words, dwarf racial is really good because it just gives us like that extra defensive. So you'll see a lot of high end Windwalker players playing dwarf and M plus because just survivability is good or just increased. I'm just sticking to Panda because I've already Okay, one, I'm broke. I have absolutely no gold in this game anymore. And two, it's growing on me. At first, I didn't like it, but it's growing on me. Although, I don't like that it Naruto runs. Like, what is this? What is this? Actual weeb, weeb race. As a panda, then should I level cooking? Yeah, I think cooking's good. Always having, like, I always have hearty feasts on hearty personal food on me. Just in general, but as a panda, it's 100% worth it. Otherwise, if you're not eating before content, you're not taking advantage of your racial. And you just want to go for like hearty royal roast, really, because it's primary stat. It doesn't cost too much to level cooking either. There's a good guide. I followed the method cooking guide, I think, or the wow head one's good as well. You basically spend like 20 minutes making biscuits or something. Something stupid.
It's underscore Crix is now following.
This dungeon, like, in my mind, this dungeon's like one of the easier ones, but I swear
Radisana is now
everything just
following.
like 1D'd your tank. Like, your tank looks like he's gonna be fine, and then suddenly he just drops to like 0 health. Oh god, no, please not me. Basically what I'm trying to say, everything in here like hits like a truck. And you never know when it's gonna happen. 1 second your tank's full health, next second he's dead. Like, for instance, Dwarf would be really good here, because I have a bleed on me right now, and I'm literally dying. If I was Dwarf, I can just remove that. So it is something worth considering if you do high-end Mythic Plus, definitely, to maybe go with Dwarf. I'd never advise someone to literally spend money to switch your race. Just blame me, you know, blame your healer. Heal me more. Oh god, no, please heal me more. It hurts. It's so bad. You did not. Oh my god. He pressed his knock the moment I pressed Fist of Fury. Luckily there was a vortex. What? Okay. Sure. It's because the chakrams go back to the exact spot he's on. And he moved where he threw it from, and he moved the boss sideways, so we both moved sideways. That's my fault, obviously. I think resetting was probably maybe the thing to do there. So he throws it. If the boss moves a little bit, it still goes to the exact spot he was on. And the boss got slightly moved, so me and the other melee followed it. My own fault, I'm stupid. What's the add-on called that displays your recent cast abilities at the bottom of your screen? I use an add-on called Wild U Tools. It's like a quality of life add-on that I mainly just use for the GCD tracker that it has. There's lots of different ones that you can use though. I think like Method Raid Tools has one inbuilt. I know Details used to, I don't know if it still does. But I use Wild U Tools because it's like just really easy to edit. Like in my edit mode, I literally had it like it's very easy to use and scale and stuff. If you're on his back but too close, you'll always get hit one shot. I mean, I'd love to chalk this up to like not my fault and we say it's a bug, but I don't know. I definitely shouldn't have stood where I stood. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for all the follows as well in like past few minutes. Appreciate it, my dudes. I didn't like Panda until I noticed how dumb you can make the T-Mogs. Now it's 100% this race. I mean, if that sold it to you. To be fair, like a lot of people post mogs with a mog channel in the Discord, and like, I swear half of them are pandas. And anyone that ever posts a panda mog is just wearing the most ridiculous thing. I'd say 50% of all the panda mogs that get posted in there, they're all wearing that bandana, and they, like, there's no method to what it is. It's just everyone's just wearing whatever. And they're funny though. Panda moggers are built different. Windwalkers are too squishy? I mean, that's true. It's not why I died. But it is. You're very correct in that statement. It was only 35,000 overkill as well. Bring back diffuse magic. I think it would solve a lot of our problems. I mean, we wouldn't be any less naturally squishy, but it gives you a lot more flexibility in survivability. It's like last year, right? Nothing changed, but I promise you, like, I don't think I heard anyone ever like really complain about the squishiness of Windwalker. Like, not to this degree. You lose one defensive, and suddenly it's like DEFCON 9. And for good reason. Definitely still timeable. Because we had that Nexus point earlier that we did the exact same thing with the boss, but that time we actually died. So I'm not worried about time still. I just need to be a bit more focused, I think. Also, I don't know if it's a crazy take, but I actually like feel like Karma does not protect you as much as you'd like it to. Like, I feel like half the time I press Karma as a defensive, right? Like, against this solar flare that I'm going to get hit by now that I'm going to have to healing pot for. Like, I swear, like, Karma, like, takes, like, one tick, and then suddenly I'm back to square one. Like, I feel like it's really good against, like, a big burst that comes out of nowhere. But, like, sustained, like, mechanically, like, Karma is not very good. So then it's just, like, Fortifying Brew. Put Fortifying Brew on, like, a... I don't even know. 30-second cooldown? Like, this is gonna hurt like a truck. Like, I'm gonna Karma this. And then my Karma's gonna come right off. Yeah, I'm already taking damage again. Like, it helped me for 2 seconds, max. So then I'll Fort Brew this one, and then Fort Brew carries me. And then the next one's gonna come around. I don't even know if I can take it. I'm gonna say no. I think if I take it, I die. I have no health pot. Yeah, rather not. Yeah, I think I have to just sit one out. I might have to sit 2 out. Karma's still not back up. I missed diffuse magic. I kind of have to take it. Oh, look at this. My G. He's got me. He's not even taking any damage. Alright, time to pull my weight. I'll take the next one, guys. Don't worry. You know what? I can take the next 2. Oh my god. Alright, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Yeah, Karma saves me for 3 seconds of damage. Great. Oh no, I'm sorry. Why'd you mark me for death?
Fascius is now following.
I want to hop off. Yeah, I padded the ads before boss. And what? What UI am I using? I kind of made it myself. Like I took a fair bit of inspiration from Luxthos and the UI that he used. But then most other things I just kind of did myself. It's like it's a combination of a bunch of different features. Like it focuses mostly on like Blizzard. Like Blizzard's base UI is like the main feature of it, so I do try to stick to that. But then I've got things like unhalted unit frames, Platinator for target frames, Sensei action bar for my resources. I have a guide video. If you're interested, you can just type in !UI. And then it's like a YouTube video that just walks through setting it all up. Yeah, I think it's an okay guide. But it's not like unfortunately it's not just a copy and paste one code in and you get the entire UI. Maybe if it was like old WeCores, that would work. Maybe there is a way to do that. I just haven't done it. Man shills UI video. Okay. Oh god, there are a lot of eggs over here. Alright, ideally we down this boss like right now, because the floor is getting pretty messy. Alright. Now to do this stupid jump that I fail every time. Oh, first time. That was actually first time. Didn't even have to use the Transcendence. Nice. I'm getting better. Some do it by using Wago, I think. Yeah, I've seen some of those. I probably have to look into it. Probably makes more sense because it's all together in one thing. Then on the other hand, you know, it's like it is free. I'm not. It is free. So you get what you're given. Oh god, get the orb down. I maybe should have popped puzzle box. I don't know if it was up actually. I'll save it for the next then. I've never rolled out of a room so fast. I saw my tank drop. I was gone. Please don't rush me. Oh god, I've got the bleed on me. No, wait, healer.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Is it not still timeable? Crazy take? That's sad, then I guess. They want to abandon. Oh, it's that key. I'll allow it. It is this pack, I think. Well, the one that I see always like seems to like annihilate your tank is the one just after this boss up here. But it's also the pack after the first boss, like on the staircase. Oh, the abandon was unsuccessful. Okay, okay, lock in, lock in. there's like 6 minutes still on the timer, then yeah, this is still free. 5 minutes 30. Yeah, it's fine. Just don't die. No!
Only the strongest survive.
I gotta run. Don't worry about that. Okay, no, I don't know. So use the CR was on the tank, so I have to run this. Nah, now I do think it's a bit tight. I think if we didn't die there, actually doable. It's still not. It's. I mean, I could say it's technically still doable. Hold on, let me just one pop these ads. I mean, we have lost. Hold up. Let me just use all my zeniths now real quickly to get this pack down. (2 minute 30).
Paxson is
We've
now
lost.
following.
You got to take into account we have a Brewmaster. Brewmaster Touch of Death is at least like 2% health. Time is still going down. I don't like it. No cooldowns. That hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. Hold on, I can do this really well. Okay, so you do it like this. Do it like this. Oh my god, he wasted no space on the ground. Who is this? Who is this Windwalker? Don't look at the timer. You'll freak yourselves out. Oh god, no, come back. No. Okay, fucking, they're dead. Yay. I've changed my mind. I don't think it's still doable.
What a disappointment you are.
Alright, look. No one saw that. I needed to make sure I got the most out of repairing my gear, you know? I need it to be as broken as possible. Otherwise, like, I'm not getting value for, like, repairing. I don't know how I'm trying to spin this. I think we're still doing it. For fun? For fun and the power of friendship? Oh god, no, it's me. Also, targeting this bird is really annoying. Can I just stomp it? Get off me. Like, you can't tab target. I don't think you, like, you can't tab target to this bird. Or at least I can't. You can tab target off of the bird, though. Explain that one to me. Oh, I can run to the edge and just let the bird drop me off. Yes, that's probably smart. That probably saves everybody a lot of time. Oh my god. No! Okay, okay, we're locked in. Who's targeted? No, no. Wait, no, the shaman can jump back on. There's no... Oh, yeah, I'm not even moving. I ain't saving them. Let's put it that way. What a legend, he jumped back on. No, yeah, you're definitely right. I think I could, min-max this boss a bit more. Am I under the impression we can save this guy? Why is everyone stood so far back? No. No, 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 not like this. Uh-oh. Hmm.
Rabbi 19 is now following.
Only the strongest survive.
Am I a panda or are my eyes deceiving me? I am a panda. I re-rolled the raid prog. And I don't have the gold to change back, but I don't really want to. I'm kind of happy with panda. It's grown on me. I can't target it because the bird is friendly and he wants to save me from this dungeon. Hmm. I'm not too sure why we're doing this boss again. But I think it'd be rude at this point for me to leave. Oh, I want lost. What up? so much damage. Oh my god, they're gonna go through the fire. They're so dead. I'm so dead. Wait, why me? They not take damage through the fire? Oh, this is so funny. But like in a not funny way. My turn, my turn. Watch this.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
I was gonna do it. I just died to I just bled out to Scorching Rays as well. There's really not much I can do about that. That's just straight up the passive damage of the fight. That's kind of rough. What am I listening to right now? Do we get score for this? Is this why we're doing this? I really hope so. I don't deserve score for this. This has been shambles. People are... Why did we do this? Oh. Um, well, that was interesting. I mean, the dungeons before that have been good. We have got we got a 14 and a 13 timed, so we're making progress. And there were some good moments in that dungeon, to be fair. Some absolute stupidity going on. Yeah, I liked it. I will be wrapping up about now, though. It was only going to be a short stream today, because I've got plans this afternoon. And I am not here tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to look at getting a dog. Pretty exciting.
Its Wheel is now following.
Going to the shelters to look at the dogs. There were like... Well, I think there were like a bunch of dogs, like... Sad story, but... There were like a bunch of dogs, like... This person had like 60 dogs in their house or something. Like 60 dogs living together. So obviously not well looked after. And so they were all taken to... like the shelter. So we're going to look at some of them. And see if any of them actually like us. So that's gonna be fun. So that's my weekend. In terms of the talent video, that'll be out tomorrow, regardless. I won't be here, but the talent video will be out. Just kind of going over the changes and stuff. If you want talent builds or whatever, you can either go. They're already on my Discord, or go Peak of Serenity, or check Warcraft log. There's like a million places for talents, but the video kind of just talks about them, I suppose. It's not very long, it's like 10 minutes. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. Yeah, thanks for watching. It was a little bit of an anticlimactic ending.
we'll do some more key success next time, and I probably will play DK next time as well. I think I'll next be on Sunday for raid, like re-clear. So hopefully I'm in my Windwalker, so I can actually start making some timeline reminders and stuff, because I haven't got any of those this tier yet so far. But they'll all have changed anyway with 0.5. Yeah, have a lovely rest of your Friday and an awesome weekend, and probably catch you Sunday. Alright, goodbye my dudes.